Nick, this is getting worse. We're gonna have to start over again a third time.
Matt Helgeson from Soapbox Comedy.
No, not Soapbox. Sandbox. Comedy Sandbox.
No, I was saying Soapbox because it's funny because he's getting on his soapbox.
Okay, so now what are the rules?
That's an agency. Yeah. Okay, the rules are, don't be like blatantly racist, don't be prejudiced against people, have an open mind, try not to swear.
Okay. I was gonna swear earlier.
Has anybody sworn yet?
No.
I was gonna.
I'm so proud of us.
Be the first one. Ready? On the count of three.
No, it's my show. If anyone gets to swear first, it's me.
Okay.
It's me, damn it.
We'll give you that.
Okay, so that means that we can all swear now. From now on, swearing is allowed.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
You open that floodgate.
You know what? This is the first Comedy Sandbox. Thank you all for coming. I'm here with my fellow comedians.
Hi, I'm Matt Helgeson.
I'm Cameron Wright.
I'm Nick Welch.
I'm Abbie Feller.
Yeah, I'm J.R. Timothy, and first thing I brought tonight just to kind of get the conversation going. Have you guys seen this before? You guys know what this is?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a safety thing for if you fall into a ravine, you can get out.
That's
To
right.
get out of your car, isn't it?
Yeah, it was on Mythbusters, and Tav saw it on Amazon, and
Can I see it?
yeah,
How much was it?
I don't know.
How much
Hey, Tav,
does your life cost?
I want to test people's reflexes with it.
It was $5.
Does anybody volunteer a knee?
Real bad.
I would, but mine is.
No, I don't want to be tested. But yeah, it was $5 for 2 of them.
How useless is that though? Because where are you going to put that?
No, it's supposed to go on like the side door. That's what they said.
I know, but if you go off a ravine, that thing's flying out. It's going to be
Is
somewhere.
there a blade?
The only way that that's useful is if it is attached like across your chest.
Yeah, it
So
could
wait,
fly out.
somebody explain to me exactly what it does. The little blade is for cutting off your seatbelt?
Yeah.
If your
In the
seatbelt
event
doesn't
that your
come on.
seatbelt button is jammed, that's a very specific place to be jammed.
No,
Yeah.
like it sticks, like because you have impact
Oh.
and it like sticks and you can't get it out sometimes. Like
Oh, right, 'cause
like
it locks.
Yeah, it locks.
Yeah, so that blade is to cut it on the handle, and then the point is you're supposed to smack your window with it, and it shatters the window,
It's
and then
like
the
a
hammer's
bomb.
just to like keep it or push it out, I guess.
I think the second hammer is useless.
I think it is too, but I think it makes it feel like it has weight to it, so that you can break stuff. It's pretty solid. Yeah.
Like I just as an engineer, I feel that's poorly designed.
I don't know.
I feel like it needs to go around your neck. Like every time you go into your car.
Just wear it as a necklace like a lanyard?
Yeah.
It does have the bling
Hold
right
on.
there.
Can't start the car until I got my a safety lanyard.
It's also got
with
the
like a rape
safety-
whistle on it.
Yeah, the whole 9 yards.
Like a Swiss Army knife.
It's an iPod case.
Some mace.
If it was an iPod case, you would survive no matter what. You have your iPod, you have the hammer up top, you have a rape whistle, you have mace, you have like some kind of like, like make it a Unitarian device and attach it to a phone, and for sure, if you go off the edge of the cliff because you're texting, you already have it. In hand.
That would suck though if like you fall off a cliff and you're trapped in your car, and then all of a sudden a rapist comes along and you need to use your rape whistle. That would be the worst scenario.
Every
I've ever
scenario
heard.
is covered with this. We should market this.
As
Here's my
being
question,
the
though.
worst thing to buy for your car.
Here's my question.
No,
though.
my
This
like
is
put it
an
with an iPad.
incredibly specific scenario to find yourself in.
Yeah.
And they sell something specifically for this one thing that could happen. Like there's so many things you could crash into besides ravines.
I think it's also good for just hooligan kids, It's like you want to smash up some car windows.
You should have just said,
2 for $5.
"Wife, can you be quiet?" Like,
Yeah, 2 for $5.
Yeah.
I should have said it.
Doing this is way more disruptive to what we were doing.
I didn't want to interrupt it.
Also-
I didn't want to. Tab was being really loud, and I didn't want the background audio to it.
Also, I really like this little rubber nipple.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a little like, nipple accessory that you can use after the
useful.
emergency.
Well, yeah, like okay, so you're trapped, right? And you're like, oh, gotta get the rubber nipple off before I can.
Well, I think you
Because
should
otherwise
just
you
pull
might
that
hurt
off.
yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, like, how sharp is it?
It's quite pointy.
Yeah.
It is pointy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could definitely make a dent in someone with it.
Ooh, I just had a horrible thought. What if I just got my thumbnail with it?
Oh, right on the cuticle where it connects to the skin.
That would hurt so bad.
One time I slammed my thumb in a car door when I was a little kid.
You could have used this to get out.
Yeah, if only I
Could
had
have broken the
one.
window, reached inside, and unlocked
We
it.
can only wish that had been the case when I was 5 years old at a soccer game.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is just them. I think it's just them selling fear. Like, because like you're saying, it's a very specific scenario.
Yeah, like that would have never occurred to me.
Yeah.
But now I need one.
Yeah, but now you
what
need
if?
one because
What if I fall into this ditch?
yeah, because you live in Rexburg and you might go off.
There
the
are so many ditches
Yeah.
and so much ice.
I wonder how many car deaths occur from people
Not being able to
in
get
the
out.
car.
Too
Yeah.
many. Too many. That's what
How-
every highway sign I see says. It says too many, not one death this year.
Yeah.
Too many.
How many people?
It makes me so mad because that's such an
You know-
unrealistic goal.
See,
This
look. If we
sparkly-
attach it to an iPhone case, he would be safe. Proof. This is proof.
If you attach that to an iPhone case, every dillweed of an 8th grader would smack their friends with it, and we'd have concussions all over the
8th
place.
graders shouldn't have phones.
Or drive.
Let's jump to this now. 8th graders shouldn't have phones.
I got a cell phone when I was in 8th grade, but it was not a smartphone. I could text and call, and that is it.
The only number that should be allowed is 911 and the parent's phone number, and it should have GPS in it, so that when the parents want to get a hold of the little 8th grader, they can.
They have a phone like that. It's called the Firefly that sells at Toys R Us.
Yep.
Actually, in
I had
5th
one
grade,
up until my senior
friends
year.
and I had a discussion about that and decided we would rather not have a phone than have one of those because they were so embarrassing.
Wait, then have one of the what?
Those
Than
little
have one of those
Firefly
fireflies.
phones. They're supposed to be for old people that don't
They just
don't
what's a
use them.
They're designed to look like a ladybug. They're for little kids and old people.
Wait.
It calls home. It calls.
We've jumped to the conversation about phones now.
It calls home. It calls
No, it
911.
those existed when I was a kid.
Yeah,
and we
they
had very
still
strong
exist.
feelings about them, me and my little 5th grade friends.
See,
We were
like,
obviously very
when
popular.
I was ending high school, that's when people like started getting phones, and I started seeing like 5th graders with cell phones, and I didn't even have a cell phone. Like I didn't have, and these 5th graders having like these phones, and they're calling people.
Having
and
like a BlackBerry? Like, what are you doing
Yeah,
with
like-
BlackBerry? So checking your email, doing some business, like waiting for the school bus? Like, what are you doing?
Playing
Candy Crush.
No, more like
Rewired
selling
my
like
brain at
their
a young
candy
age.
business. Like,
Step off of
Johnny still owes me 50 cents for that.
For that Snickers I sold him at
Yeah.
Christmas.
So wait,
Under the
this
table.
Firefly is a small little phone.
It's like this big.
Okay,
Let's get
so
it.
it's-
It's the size of a brick.
They're huge.
Cameron, I feel though that you would have owned that as a statement, like as a design choice to market yourself.
I got a case that had these jewels on it that said juicy, and it had a little attachment of a butterfly that stuck off the earbud.
And you loved it, right?
Yeah, I
You
put it in
know
my
what?
back pocket, and I made my hips sing, and
You
everyone
know
went
what
crazy.
is embarrassing?
Your
I just
hips.
remembered that
That
I
was what the kids were saying
totally,
back in the day.
non-ironically, bedazzled my cell phone in 8th grade.
You bedazzled it?
Oh, I did.
You're
I
kidding.
totally forgot about that until he was talking about how his Firefly was.
The way
sparkling
that you
in
said
school.
bedazzled right now was very provocative.
I-
You're like, I bedazzled my phone. You did? Oh, I did.
That's
what it sounded like.
Oh, I bedazzled it. You better believe it. No, I got these glittery things
She
from
bedazzled
Claire's.
that phone.
I got these like little stick-on jewels from Claire's and put them on my phone, and I'd forgotten all about it, and now I'm so ashamed of myself.
My friend bedazzled his hairless chihuahua once.
That's important. That is a choice that I wish I could have made.
That is the nastiest image, I think. Oh, no, I can think of more now.
He
Did it,
wrote
like,
Taco
did you have to
Bell
put
on
the cone
belly.
of shame on it?
Yo quiero
No.
Taco Bell.
Did it like it didn't scratch it off? Because I feel like you would have to have like the cone of shame.
No, that-
they would just be like,
Yeah, right.
It was probably the dog's idea, because the dog loved it.
oh my gosh.
The dog felt pretty.
The dog was like, I'm a
For once in
diva.
my life.
The dog was obviously gay.
Oh, and the best part is that when it was shaking from being in 80-degree weather, you know, the sun would catch the jewels and it looked like a disco ball.
They hung it from the ceiling for parties. It was great.
That's
The
how,
dog just
that's how it
shaking.
died.
Talk of the town.
Hanging from the ceiling.
Sparkles.
What was the chihuahua's name? Do you remember?
It was like Manfred or something.
I was hoping it was like Gaylord. Like,
Manfred is great.
Manfred's pretty good.
That's Manfred, bedazzled Manfred.
That's like 2 letters away
Chihuahua.
from being like man friend.
this is my. Man.
So
I think
my family, we were kind of anti-pets for a long time until my mom like decided to get one for my little sister. So my little sister and my mom convinced my dad to get this dog. So we come home from school and there's a dog in the house, and we're all having this family meeting to name the dog. We all voted on Smeagol. We were going to name the dog Smeagol, but then my mom used her mom powers, and the dog's name is Mr. Darcy. Yes.
It was gonna be Smeagol and it
Yes.
became
But it's
Mr.
not.
Darcy.
Yes, it's Mr. Darcy.
Well, be
Wait, what
still
kind of
my
dog
heart.
is this?
Salasa Opsa.
What's
It's like-
Lhasa?
it's like-
Sounds like Indian
sounds like a
food.
It's like a Shih Tzu, except they get like, have you ever seen those little itty bitty dogs where their hair goes like all the way down to the floor and you can't see their feet because their hair's so long.
They're like
And they
moths.
look like
Yeah.
they're floating.
I've seen it as a cartoon. I didn't know
It's
those
that
dogs
kind of
were
dog,
real.
yeah. But we shave him pretty close because we live in Las Vegas and it gets hot.
Do you guys use that dog to mop the floor?
No, we shave him like I said. We
You
shave
should have
him.
used him to mop the floor.
It would
That would have been
good.
useful.
Use the
You
hair
should have
to
been
mop the
listening to
floor.
this
Just put him in the pool and then say, walk across the kitchen floor.
Or just like roll it like a bowling ball. That would
Attach
that
a
would
stake
also
to
work.
it, and then just like
Yeah.
Then it's just a mop that barks.
And that's how it would die.
that would make it more entertaining, though, right? It's just like
What you should do is bedazzle one of those with the long hair, all the way down each strand, so they just kind of glisten.
then you get bedazzle all over.
No,
your
just sparkles.
floor.
Just sparkles. You don't have to even bedazzle it. You just
Yeah,
need to
just
throw glitter at it once. Once.
glitter.
I actually saw this really funny. It was this like it was like a Tyler Perry movie kind of thing. They're like, oh my gosh, that guy, that guy's dating a white chick, or the black girl's dating a white guy, and one guy goes, oh, it doesn't matter. When the lights off, we're all black.
Actually, no, I glow in the dark. In high
So
school.
white?
No, in high school. I was waiting for a movie to start, and the movie started. My friend was running late, and she was supposed to meet me there. So she calls me, and she goes, "Okay, where are you?" And I'm like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Toward the back, like in the middle." And she walks into the theater and just immediately walks directly to me. And I was like, "Bianca, how did you find me so fast?" And she goes, "Oh, Abbie, this is gonna sound really bad, but like you literally glow in the dark." She
You're
walked
so
into
white.
a movie theater and could immediately see me because I am that white. It was bad. It was the saddest day of my life.
You gonna cut it and see if it works?
A typing envelope. Speaking of being Mormon,
There's nothing.
There's nothing
written on
sacred
it.
about this.
no, it was just funny because that's the only piece of paper you could find was a typing envelope.
Yeah.
There are hymn books over there. We got a hymn book.
It's like if you could hide a cola
Okay,
about it,
I
like you
can
everyone a
type.
favor.
Okay, I got this. Let's see if it works.
There is no end to that.
Can't even do paper. Hold
I think
on.
it's fabric.
Okay, that did it.
Okay, now we gotta test the binding on the hymn book.
How is that going to cut
real.
you out of your car? That's what I wonder.
I think it's a razor blade.
Yeah,
it's like
it's-
any
it's
other razor.
sharp.
If you're in a situation where where your car is totaled and you
Yeah,
can't
we can put more
get
links.
out, it's probably safe to assume that your arms are
do more.
broken.
Yes.
So how are you gonna do that?
Safe to us.
You need a robot.
Here, try
Put it
that.
in your mouth.
Obviously, the answer is don't wear a seatbelt in the first place.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
beautiful.
Definitely.
Okay.
Signs
Yes, you're ever
are
gonna
So
get
it's
fly.
got some heft to it. It's
Yeah.
cutting through a lot.
with the majestic ending splat.
Is it dented now?
No, it's
Okay.
not dented, but it's one of those things where it's like the amount of force versus, I mean, like if it's like it could,
So I'm just gonna hit the table with it, and
you know what would actually.
that's I didn't. There's a little ding, tiny ding, and that was with the rubber cap
Let me see that
on.
thing.
Break a window.
I know it's supposed to, but I just
There's a window right
I'm
there.
gonna try it on the computer monitor over here.
No, no,
I'm gonna try it on your camera lens.
Could have break a
no.
The window in the
none,
door.
None of the no. If there's a broken window on campus, we had nothing to do with it.
We did
Exactly. Get our story straight now.
Oh, we have a camera here.
Every single window on campus is broken. I'm just walking around.
Okay.
When the-
Works. Hey kid, what are you doing? Whack! Just keep walking.
When the flood comes, you'll thank me.
Why would we thank you?
You know what
It's so
actually be
cold
helpful for
outside.
this?
What?
Is some kind of like air rebreather kind of thing. So you have time. Like,
So you
An
put
air
that in your mouth, you're like, and then you smack it after you get
No,
a
you
breath.
smack it as the water's coming in. You put that in, and then you swim to safety.
Yeah.
The way we're describing the product changes here. We're talking something that you should strap to your back.
Okay, here's
So
the
here's the
thing.
This is a
Everyone's
cushion
walking
that you
around
buy
with
for
a
your car,
seat.
and then you pull out from under you.
You grip to your chest.
Instead of driving
This can
car,
be
why
used as a
can't we just
flotation
fly?
device,
Fly
and it
everywhere.
can cut your seatbelt off.
Why don't we just add wings to this, strap it to your back,
And it has
fly?
mace,
Would I
so
be
the
allowed-
rapist will stay away.
Yeah.
Do you think you would be allowed to take that on an airplane?
No,
Oh, no way.
no,
They
No.
need to put a flare on there too. This reflector is not going to do anything.
no, no. It's
not a flare, a torch. So you can like literally like weld your way out of the vehicle.
This is all really important because these scenarios are also likely.
Yeah, right.
I'm just, if they set it up
Abby,
for all those
we're pretending
scenarios.
now.
I've heard that this was a survival tale. A guy found a sea turtle and ate most of it, and then he took the eyeballs and stuck them up his poop chute, and that's how he stayed hydrated. He stayed hydrated long enough for them to find him, and then he didn't tell anyone that story until he wrote it in his journal and hid it, and then they found it 50 years after he died.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, think about the first time you go to the bathroom after that, and you look down and there's eyes staring at you.
Mommy, it's looking back at me.
Why did you do this to me?
Why would that work? Why would
Because
sticking eyeballs?
It's the same reason. It's the same reason, like college guys do like butt funnels when they drink. It's because there's more blood vessels down there, and it absorbs it quicker.
What college are you
It
going
absorbs
to?
it quicker.
Okay, listen. He's from Nevada. Let's remember that.
You guys don't know about butt funnels.
No, I do know about it. I just don't understand
You just
why
said
you
that
would
so
do it.
casually. Like everybody like talked about this all the time.
Like, I'm from.
It's like 2 girls, 1 cup.
No.
No, it's not. It's nothing like that.
No.
That is the most
Do
vile
not
thing.
even. I don't even. I haven't seen it. I've only like heard about it. I don't even want to discuss it.
That's all I'm gonna say. Don't worry.
I don't know what that is.
I don't even.
Good.
Okay, I thought I was the only one. Okay, wait, I don't. I am the only
No,
one.
we're not
Sure.
talking about
We're not talking about
Don't
that.
even look it up.
No,
It's not.
I am not an idiot.
There's literally YouTube channels of people just watching this, and
Vomiting.
that alone is just horrendous.
I have a story about calling the KKK once.
You did.
Do it.
Is there a
Tell us.
hotline?
Well,
A hotline?
I was trying to do research about. I was trying to learn more
Were you
about.
writing
like,
a paper or were you just curious?
I was just curious.
So wait.
I was just trying to understand.
So how do I
What
join?
they think.
No.
So
Okay, so how old
What are
were
your
you when you called it?
requirements?
Yeah, yeah.
How old were you?
I was 22. It was
Okay, so
Oh, so this was recently. This wasn't like an 8-year-old's fascination with the KKK.
So I look them up online, and I was talking to people at the Southern Poverty Law Center, which is a group that monitors hate groups, and they said, if you want more information, just call them. If you're a white guy, they'll talk to you. I said, well, how will they know if I'm white on the phone?
They can tell.
Just tell them you're white. I said, okay.
just tell them you're.
Oh, they
You
can
are.
Just
You
tell them
are.
you're white, you'll get everything you need.
You are partly Mexican. So
I am
I
partly
mean, I'm
Mexican.
glad
I'm not
you
gonna.
mentioned
I'm not
that.
gonna tell them that.
Yeah, don't mention that.
Oh yeah, but I'm Mexican.
I never would have guessed that.
I never
You're too
would have
Aryan looking.
I'm 25% Mexican.
Oh, 25%, huh?
Oh, that's more than me. I'm an
So
eighth.
I looked them up online. I looked up a faction, and it was the White Knights, and I called them.
Well, at least it's a nice name.
Right?
Sounds
The
very
White
romantic.
Knights are the Ku Klux Klan. So I called them,
Oh.
and this lady answers.
Less romantic.
Hello. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. This is awkward. I don't know what to say. And she goes, oh, you're looking for the Klan, huh? Yeah, I am. She goes, okay, just 1 second. And she puts the phone down. She walks away. A guy comes in. Hello. Hi. I was wondering if I could speak to someone in the Klan. Oh yeah. What can I do for you? Okay. So I asked him my questions. I'm like, so.
What questions did you
I
have?
was like, so tell me about this, the cross sliding ceremony. What is it? Why you guys do this? What it's about? What's it like? And I was asking him why you guys feel the way you feel. How do you feel about the way you're portrayed in the media nowadays? And
Isn't a lot of it based on like their religious beliefs?
it is, yeah.
Cameron?
What he told me was that they believe that they were all placed on different parts of the map for a reason, to stay separate from each other. Before we continue, I'm gonna need to know
I was making
your
fun of what
race
they're
and if
saying.
you're a white man. Are you a white man? Yes. All right, now what religion are you affiliated with? And I didn't want to say Mormon because they don't like Mormons anymore.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
he gave blacks the priesthood.
Oh, man.
And so I said Protestant, and he said, "Great, so are we." I went, "Oh, fight the power."
That
So
quote, am I
after
right?
our conversation, I say, "Well, thanks for all your information." He says, "Where are you located?" And I say, "I'm in
Your
California."
mom's house, and you hang up. And I'm really black.
I said,
Joke's on you.
I said, "I'm in California." He said, "Well, I know that we have a group
Oh my God.
over
He
by
thought you were
Lake Tahoe.
interested. That's amazing.
I know we have a group over by Lake Tahoe and down in the LA area." And I said, "Great. I will use
give them
that
a call.
information." And he said, "So,
Excuse me, officer.
so what's
there's
this
a
for?" And I
group-
said, "This is for a movie." And he said, "Oh, what's your name? We love the films." And I said, "Josh Hutcherson."
You
That was the
did
last
not.
thing I
Josh
said. That's the last thing I said.
Why do
before
I know
hung up.
that name?
He's
Because he's an
PETA.
actor.
He's PETA from The Hunger Games.
Oh my gosh.
That poor child.
First thing that came to my mind. So
That was
Josh
the first thing
Hutcherson
on your
is now a member of the KKK.
You signed him up.
I'm scared that's
Oh
what
my
happened
gosh.
to him.
You know, if by some crazy way he hears this,
I'm just waiting for
And
his
his
red carpet
letters-
interview where he says, "I'm in the Klan now. I don't know what happened."
the clad's like all right behind him,
got
like
my
that's right, you are.
'Cause you just,
Arms
like-
are folded,
You
looking
just
down.
like panicked and said Josh Hutcherson.
Josh Hutcherson.
Why is that the first name on your mind? Is my question for you. You
I
have like a
said Jennifer
poster
Lawrence.
This
above
would
your
have
bed.
been really funny if this is
I
just
should've-
after like Kicking and Screaming came out, that Will Ferrell movie where he's like 6. My name's Josh Hutcherson. That little 6-year-old's a racist. Let's get him in.
I should have said something like, "Will Smith, who do you think?"
Obviously.
Wait,
I would have
Will Smith
Mike
could be
Paul
white
Bunyan.
though. It could be a white. Don Cheadle.
Oh,
That would have been great.
Terrence Howard.
Usain Bolt.
Usain Bolt.
50
Cent.
Michael Jordan.
50 Cent.
50 Cent.
Tupac.
He came back.
Did you guys ever see the live-action Jungle Book with
Yes.
Jason?
That actually
Jason Lee?
gave me nightmares.
Yeah,
That's
the
where I thought
dude
it was.
drowns in quicksand in that, and he's like, "Blah!" and it's like going into his mouth and eyes and
must-
stuff.
I think
It's
that
like,
was
scares the
just
crap out of me.
I think that was just a puddle of
Yeah.
black water with some tree bark in it. Though.
Yeah, probably.
It
That's
was,
probably what it
but
was.
that scared
That
me
was
as a child.
scary.
I was really scared. The same with the snake too. The snake.
Oh yeah.
Where did he
Ugh.
go when he went in the water?
The
He never-
snake?
Yeah,
no,
Or the guy?
He
Yeah,
died.
he went in there and he just kind of stayed down there.
Yeah, he died.
he dies.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Poor guy.
He didn't.
He didn't come back up. I was worried about
They
him.
never gave that actor his check.
What was the scariest thing you guys remember from your childhood?
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
What?
The child catcher.
So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Planet of the Apes.
Wait, the new one or the?
No, like the 60s version. I saw it when I was like 8 years old in a hotel in Moab, Utah.
Okay. I don't think
got-
any of those are viable fears.
I've got,
I was
I've got
a small child.
I've got a fear that can beat
Quicksand.
you. I've got a fear that can beat your fear.
Nick, what was your fear?
One time, I had a nightmare about vampires, and the head vampire was Count Von Count from Sesame Street. I was terrified of that freaking puppet for a long time.
When you dreamed of him,
Okay.
was the puppeteer there as well?
For the record, his fear is more embarrassing than mine.
That's why I said I could beat it.
so
Yeah.
Okay.
weird.
Okay.
It's a purple puppet.
The child catcher is
Okay,
freaking.
so
You got one?
Yeah, got a fear. Okay, so I used to be I still am a very vivid dreamer. One night, have a dream. I don't have a dream. It's nothing. Black,
Like the dead.
I've had dreams like
like the dead. Okay, so nothing. Freaked me out. To this day, I still have trouble going to sleep because this dream filled me with such fear that I would just die and that I would just die and there would just be blackness, nothing. That to this day,
I've had a
it's
dream
hard
like
for
that,
me
where
to
it's
go to
like-
sleep. I kid you not. It's to this day, like when I have one of those dreams where it's just blackness, it unsettles me. My mom would have to hold me. Like I was terrified of going to sleep because I thought like I'm going to die in my sleep.
I've had dreams like that. Is that like you're kind of aware, but you're not? You're like paralyzed basically, and you're aware of like the passage of time, but that's about it.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, but black, nothing.
Yeah.
No.
I've had that dream.
Yeah, I went through a phase like
Spooky,
that too,
scary
where I thought like going to sleep was me dying, and I would not go to sleep.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I'm such a night owl.
'Cause I had a dream once.
Okay.
I was being chased by a tornado, and Winnie the Pooh and Tigger were there, and the tornado froze Tigger. And then
Oh, no.
I turned around, and the tornado had taken the form of a human clown, and it said, "I'm getting you next."
Wait, so like was the clown like swirling about?
No, once he became the human clown, he was just there as a clown.
Where did Tigger go when this happened?
Tigger
was frozen.
He's frozen.
Oh, I thought
He's
he was
to-
like frozen in the tornado, like.
No, dude's toast.
Wait, how was that?
You know, like Tigger.
No. How was he frozen in
He
the?
was frozen, but swirling about.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was frozen like mid-hop.
Yeah,
It was
I can
impressive.
imagine.
Wow.
He bounces. He doesn't hop.
Hey, you know what? Shut up.
When you guys were
So do you remember Leslie Nielsen in the movie Dracula Dead in Love?
Yes.
Okay. It wasn't Leslie Nielsen that scared me. It was the girl.
bug eater guy.
No, it was the girl who got turned into a vampire.
Oh, yeah.
When she bit that one guy's neck, and like, you know, she bit his neck, tore him apart, and when she pulled away and like pushed him off, the camera was just focused on like this dead white face. She had blood just like all down her mouth,
Yeah.
and lips, and those vampire teeth. And it was a really scary image. I was 6 or 7 years old when I saw that, and I was like, My dad was watching it with me too, and like, you know, he was fast forwarding through the sex parts, but he was okay with me watching this lady tear off this guy's throat.
Start over.
Okay. Thank you guys for coming out to Comedy Sandbox. Keep listening to us. We'll have tons of more fun here with these people. You know what? I'll just record it at home. I can't do it while I'm looking at Nick. Keep listening to Comedy Sandbox. We have a lot more planned this semester. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Are you gonna like edit a lot of that stuff out? Okay.
We gave him 10 minutes of usable material.